You have entered the All Wrestling Talk Nation. And here's your host, C Double.
Welcome to All Wrestling Talk Nation. Yes, I am C Double, and today is a special day. We actually have the promoter of the Southern Violence and Wrestling Show, and on February 26th, they are going to have a show called Blood, Sweat, and Beers. So, with that being said, let me introduce my guest at this time. Let's play a little music to intro him. Ladies and gentlemen, my guest, Ryan Murdoch. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, C Double.
Oh, man, it's a pleasure. Finally meeting you face-to-face and not arguing with you online today.
I will be back to argue more with you.
So, we will. Don't worry about that. I mean, heck, next time I may just call you and just say, all right, Ryan, you're going to be on now.
That's right.
But, hey, man, I mean, look, debate makes what we do part of the show. I mean,
absolutely, man. It makes it worth time to actually debate what's going on in the wrestling business and figure out where they need to go from there and just come up with more ideas and everything like that.
Oh yeah, and I mean and it's not a bad thing if people disagree. As long as it doesn't result in black eyes and broken bones. I mean it can happen, but
So let's go ahead and have a death match over Monday Night Raw. So that'll be.
If that's the case, we'd be doing that almost every week. I mean, I don't like how they're pushing the New Day. What? Poof! My back. Going to the hospital. What happened? Well, he said that Big E danced like a monkey. I said he danced like a mule. I mean, that's kind of the fights we have.
Oh yeah, there we go.
All right, sorry guys if I sound a little hoarse. It's called I was sick the other day and also went to a wrestling show and my dumb butt was screaming like a monkey. I went to WWA 4. That place is, it could have 10 people, but it's still hype.
I haven't had a chance to make it out there yet, but I definitely do plan on going out there eventually. So
you got to. The shows are free.
Okay.
And what's really cool is that AR Fox, one of the top indie guys, actually was wrestling there. He actually helps train them. A lot of the guys from WWA 4 come back and help train the guys. They got a good mixture of young guys and guys that have been there for a little bit. But my thing is this: it was a good show. The two matches I recorded, I had to. Yehi in tag team action against the guy that went against some dude in World's Dumbest that killed himself, almost practically. That was so funny. I kept saying that, and people were like, "Yeah, that is that guy."
Yeah, I like AR Fox, man. I watch a lot of his work in CCW, and I've grown to love his work, man. He's a great wrestler and great worker. So I definitely want to get in touch with him.
Yeah, dude. He really was, and down to earth too. Really cool guy. Got to talk to him a little bit after the show, and it's like this. When I started doing this, it's like, okay, how do I sound? How do I try not to sound like a fan, but yet be respectful too? But it's like, oh, screw it, just
absolutely.
It's like, all right, don't want to be a mark, don't want to. Come on, man, you're wrestling for God's sakes. You're gonna have to get over it. People are gonna, wow, you're good. Yeah. At least I'm not like, hey, I live on 124 Washington Street. Could you be my friend? Oh my God, that guy, Jesus! I'm telling you right now, if he's gonna, I know he'll show up at the show. Oh Lord, help us out. The Human Thumb, Jeff Moon, the Moon Dog.
Oh Lord,
yeah. I had a lot of friends going, "Who's the Moon Dog?" He tried to add me. I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry."
You definitely need to add him, guys. He's going to give you full-blown entertainment all the time on Facebook.
Oh, my God, yeah. If you want to laugh and you want to just crack up, get him. Just because did you see the one? Hey, ladies, I'm just loafing on my couch.
He's always looking for ladies, all the ladies out there.
Look, he's got long black hair. He's a stud of a man.
Yeah, and I mean, y'all are definitely gonna fight over him for sure. And he does like Mountain Dew and fried chicken, just for the record.
Oh yeah,
So,
and not only that, he's got a mama too.
yeah, his mama is she's a terror.
I mean, yes,
absolutely.
She could actually be on this card, you know.
Yeah, she could.
I mean, especially if you say, "Yeah, I think that guy likes you." Oh Lord.
Uh-oh.
Oh man. All right. So we're talking. Obviously, you're here. We're gonna discuss Southern violence in wrestling. You're bringing back the death match, the hardcore death matches like ECW did, CZW known for. This is the first of its kind here in Georgia that you're actually just trying to bring up. What inspired you to do it?
When I was a kid, I was flipping through the channels. Back in the day, I was a WCW mark. I loved WCW. I actually didn't ever watch WWF until about 98, 99.
Yeah.
And somewhere in between that time, I was flipping channels one night. I landed on a local access channel at my house, and I saw ECW for the first time, and I was like, what are these guys doing? I've never seen nothing like this. And I loved it, and I became a full-time ECW mark from there.
Took your heart away.
I mean, it was just something that you didn't see during those days, and it was just crazy to me. And I respected those guys' work. I mean, they just went out there and beat the crap out of each other, And I know they weren't making good money, which is not about that. I mean, it's about just the love and passion of the sport. And I just respected those guys, man. They were just doing stuff that my mouth was hitting the floor every time. And actually this past summer, me and my girl and my buddy and his wife, we had the pleasure to go up to Delaware and to catch CCW's Tournament of Death. And I left there, and the very first person I sent a text to was Chris Nelms, and I said, dude, I've never seen nothing like that in person before, and we've got to do this. So that's pretty much how that came about, man. I was just like, I've been sitting on the sidelines too long, and I definitely want to do something like this in Georgia. So we planned, and we got all the names up, and here we are, man. We're ready for the show.
What's the biggest, you talked about, you've been on the sideline for a bit too long, but I wanted to ask you, what's in promoting an indie show, what's the biggest challenge? Is it getting people behind you, or is it filling up a card?
I would say probably getting people behind us. I think people are used to kind of the old school style wrestling that goes on at a lot of shows, and there's nothing wrong with that. I think a lot of the guys that work those shows they're great. I respect every single one of them, but to get people behind for a death match type of show, we definitely went to fusions first. Because I said, okay, it'll be in a bar, it'll be 18 to enter, 21 to drink, and by 9 o'clock bell time, people will be rowdy, man.
Yeah, and I mean, it's a good idea because that is something you want to do. But that's what I was trying to figure out because in a show, a lot of places want to be like, well, what are you gonna do? What kind of did you have to have a plan of a plan of attack where, okay, we got guys that, the fans get too rowdy, we got how we can calm them down. Not just, all right, we're going to have Big Bubba here. He's going to knock them upside the head with the chair if they get out of line.
Yeah, I mean, we approached Mike. Mike is the owner of Fusions, and he's a great guy. He actually cut us a great deal on the show, but we approached him. Me and Chris went in there and talked to him, and he was just all gung-ho about it. Talked to the guy that his assistant George. He's all gung-ho about it. He's super excited about it, man. He's like, oh man, ECW style. Just everybody's excited about it.
Because you still got to do it, but you want to make sure that because there's the line. It's one of those. You have the line where okay, it's death matches. But we want to make sure that, okay, your place ain't going to break. We're not going to put someone through the wall. like people will be like, well, who's doing the cleanup?
Yeah.
You're going to have chairs, you're going to have people, bust. And I'm going to tell you, I know that kind of reaction you're going to get because crowds do eat it up.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing that Mike was concerned about was he was like, all right, nobody needs to hit the sprinkler heads because I don't need to repair $20,000 worth of work in my bar. But, we guarantee that that's not going to happen. But it's exciting. I mean, everybody's starting to get excited about it. I've heard from several people about attending the show. And I personally told Chris myself, I really don't care. If I don't even break even, I don't care. This is, my love and my passion, and this is what I want to do.
Yeah.
So, it's not that big of a deal to me, but I definitely am looking forward to everybody seeing me. I got a lot of friends, a lot of family coming out, seeing my first real match, here. So, it's going to be good, man.
Well, because, when you bring up death matches and everything, and you bring up, like, table matches, hardcore, the metal, the dog collar matches, it takes a certain guy to say, yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And, like I was talking to Damon this week, and he talked about how he was looking forward to doing that, to that kind of style. Did you guys have to, like, talk a lot of guys into it, or was it just one of those that they were just like, you know what, man, don't worry about it, we're in?
Actually, everybody was in, man. I mean, I kind of explained, we did explain to everybody what matches was going on, what was going to take place. I think Cody McCauley was like the most excited. He seemed like. So.
What are you talking about? Him and Hoss, man. While we were driving the whole time to WWA 4, man, I can't wait to hit you with a chair. I can't wait to hit you with the table. I'm like, all right, guys, whatever. Guys can't even lift that stuff. What are you talking about? Going to hit each other with?
Ooh.
They know it. Dear God. Cody, man, freaking lit up a cigarette in my car without even asking. It was freaking hilarious.
Oh, come on, Cody.
What was so funny, he's like, oh, I'm so used to smoking in people's cars. I'm like, this is my car, homie. And he's like, well, I was like, well, can I finish it? I'm like, no, pinch it off and put it in your pocket. And he's like, huh? I'm like, oh my God, you ain't South Ghetto yet.
No.
I know a few guys have done that. Pinch the cigarette, put it in your pocket, and they come back. I'm like, how can you do that? I'm like, pinch it. I'm like, ain't that damn hard. I'm sorry if I'm just surprised you on my slang there. So, but yeah, man, I mean, they are excited. That is one of the things we were talking about going down there. And trust me, when you go down to WWA 4, you have things to talk about because it takes forever to get there. All the traffic, it's like, oh my God. But it's worth it if you get to go. I'm actually going to be going that same down route. I'm going to Douglasville tonight. Robert Gibson's show is going to be on. Chris Hyde, I believe he's talked about going to be at your show.
Okay.
Talked with him, and Damon already signed for a match. So
yep.
It's great to have different types of guys. You got the brawlers, you got your high flyers. What match on the card, besides your own, are you looking forward to the most to seeing?
I'm definitely looking forward to Cody and Hoss and Skrilla. 3-way Full Metal Mayhem match, tables, ladders, chairs, everything. I know they're going to come up with some crazy spots.
They will.
Definitely get the crowd pumped into it that very first match. So I hope all three of those guys really have a good one, and I have complete faith in them. They will, man. They're great guys. So.
They are, and I mean, what's really good is that they're young, but they really love the business. They just a lot of the stuff they do, they talk about the business.
Yeah, I just recently actually started talking to Skrilla when we put him on the card. It was the first time I ever talked to him. I've seen him work before, but he's a great guy, man. We talk at least twice a week, and just coming up with more and more stuff to implement in the show. So
yeah, what so there's the purpose of you got the first show, and then it's like, okay, what do we do after that? I don't know. I mean, but well, because I've seen people do that. That's the sad part. But so obviously the goal is, let's see if there's a market for this, because there will be. I'm not even gonna lie. I've seen how these fans in Monroe are. I mean, just in Monroe alone, I can only imagine getting it out there more often. But what is actually your plan with the Southern Wrestling and Violence?
We're gonna try to expand it to be a bigger brand. This is probably our only time in Monroe. just out of respect for Charles and Southern Fried. So I don't want to step on anybody's territory. After this, we are planning on heading to Eatonton, Georgia, and then we are heading to Union Point, Georgia. That's where WrestleAmerica did a show down there. And then after that, we're actually in other talks with other venues. We're actually working on a deal, a one-time show with a buddy of mine up in Pittsburgh. So,
oh wow, I got a buddy that lives up there.
We're thinking about trying to go up there. It's going to take a lot of work, obviously, to get up there, but it would be great to kind of revive that ECW faithful up there because they've been lost without a product for years.
Yeah. Now, what was I got to interview one of the CCW wrestlers, Alexander J. Pro.
Okay.
Really great guy. And there are guys out there that really can work that style. And even Dean Ambrose, we talked about, John Moxley came out of there. And a lot of other guys. My thing is this, to do something like this, someone's got to be the leader. Someone's got to be forefront. Someone's got to have the vision. Obviously, you and Chris have developed that. What, obviously, guys that like to wrestle are always going to want to wrestle. But what's the hardest part in, okay, this guy is in Monroe. This guy is here. This guy, is it just trying to find the venue and also try not to, take away from, if we do a Saturday, that might take from that show,
Yeah, I'm definitely going to respect other promoters. It's not an easy business at all. I'm not going to try to steal anybody's thunder. Definitely will not run against Southern Fried. I love Southern Fried. Been to several shows. I love what they're doing. So definitely wouldn't run against them, and definitely wouldn't run against other promotions that I respect. So I definitely wouldn't try to steal anybody's thunder. That's for sure, man.
If you need a home base, Winders doesn't really have any wrestling.
Yeah, we're we're actually looking to come here. I have several friends here, and I believe we could draw.
There's a bad rumor they have a Christian show, but trust me, it ain't really Christian. I'm just going to tell you right now. Look, I helped run that show. Trust me, I know the old skinny. They're happy when they get 10 people in the store.
Yeah, I actually heard about that promotion probably over 2 years ago from a buddy of mine that lives here, and I just haven't checked it out. I heard I wasn't supposed to either. So.
Well, it's not that. It's just, dude, I don't want you getting bored to death.
Yeah.
I like you. I'm going to just be honest with you. I don't want you getting bored to death. Because trust me, it's almost like this. You get to see one guy that you like, probably Haas, maybe McCauley if Cody is actually in there too. You get to see them. But then it's like, okay, I'm going to sleep now. Because if this guy grabs the mic, oh, Lord Jesus. He's got to do about a 3-hour show just based on himself. I'm like, dear God, man, please stop talking. Just stop.
Yeah, please don't do that.
Yeah, oh God. And it's not even a promo. I was like, oh, Jesus. He'd get mad at me. He's like, I need you to set up the matches and time frame. I'm going, dude, we do just fine until you grab the mic. Just stop grabbing the mic. Stop trying to minister. We'll be great. Nope, you can't do it. It's almost like an addict. Okay, let me get the mic. Now, let me tell you something. I'm like, oh, God.
Oh, God.
Like, all right, guys, get your popcorn and peanuts right now. I've actually said that live once. Oh, yeah. I was just so aggravated. So, hey, little tools of the trade.
That's right, man.
Yeah, look, if I got a live mic, you be careful. I'll say what I want. So, and now getting a show together, there's always the biggest challenges, but how has social media and also being able to how have you been able to adapt the old school style in social media to advertise and get the show out there to let people know about y'all?
Oh, we just just spread the word to as many wrestlers that we could have, and then we spread the word to our friends and family. And at first it was a slow process because everybody looked at our Facebook page and was like, okay, who are these guys? They've never done a show. But once I saw the card come together, I've seen more and more and more shares on Facebook than I would have ever imagined. I was just blown away by it. It just happened so quickly, and everybody is just building that excitement, and it's crazy, man. My mind is blown over it.
Well, what was so funny was Cody and Justin told me about y'all, and then I was like, all right, well, let's do the promo videos then. I took out my camcorder and videoed the promo a bit. And they were like, well, how are we going to do it? Because we're all in the same place. I'm like, no, you're not. Just one's going to go in the garage, the other's going to go in the building. And what was so funny, Cody was like, okay. I put Cody in the garage building, or in the out building, and he goes, Chris, there's like ants here. I'm like, and? What's the problem? What, you want a venue? I mean, come on now. It's promo. Shut the hell up. But what's so funny, Justin just took a one take and was ready. Cody's like, okay, practicing. I was like, just say it. But it was cool because that's a little story behind the scenes. But they were so excited about doing that for you guys. And they were like, they just wanted to do it. It wasn't like you called them and said, man, you guys need to do a promo. No, they did it. And then when I interviewed Justin, that's when I, acknowledged y'all and made sure and gave y'all a plug. And I get a contact from you going, thanks, I didn't expect that.
Yeah,
I'm like,
absolutely, man.
I mean, but that's what I do. I like to talk about wrestling. I like to highlight the indie shows. And if it's something rising, I would like to give credit because, look, you guys are putting yourselves out there. So what – because you said you were a wrestler. So my question is, what made you go, okay – yeah, I'm going to wrestle, but also I want to promote this. So what kind of dynamic is it? Because you know how a lot of guys will be like, oh, he's going to probably push himself. But, it's probably not that after hearing what you said about how you just love that kind of genre of wrestling.
I don't necessarily need to push myself. I think that's kind of selfish and crazy. I would rather see other guys go over. I don't have to be a world champion. I don't have to be, on top of the wrestling world. I've put my time in as far as, I trained a little bit with Chris and Jerry. But starting out, I was a backyarder, man. I'm not gonna lie. That's where my love for the style comes. I mean, we just did crazy stuff in the backyard, but we had crowds. I mean, we were. We had a good backyard show, and we did it, once or twice a month. But eventually I was like, you're never really going to wrestle in any kind of venue here, so it's just time to get out and go on an adventure. But as far as, like I said, I don't feel I need to push anybody. I mean, not myself. I'd rather see anybody else go over except me, and that's just the way it is, man.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's good. I mean, it's just that, that's like a really bad look, or not a look. It's just so many. That's almost like the kind of go-to complaint that people have. Oh, the promoter's going to push me up. It's like, come on now, man. I mean, first of all, if he does decide that, that's probably because he believes in himself the most.
Yeah. I mean, that's the problem I have, touching on WWE. That's the problem I have with Triple H, man. Yeah, he had his time in the spotlight to me. However they felt they needed to handle him becoming champion recently, whatever.
Well, I think that's more out of necessity because of the fact, look who all's injured. I mean,
exactly.
You got an all-star lineup that's pretty much injured. I mean,
exactly.
Because let's be honest, if Seth Rollins was still healthy, I'm pretty sure he would be champ.
Absolutely.
If he lost it, he would have regained it.
Yeah.
I mean, he's just... That guy's phenomenal.
I respect those guys, man, like Rollins, Daniel Bryan, bless his soul, man. It broke my heart to see that. But, Rollins, Bryan, Kevin Steen, all those guys, I respect those guys for their work in Ring of Honor, CCW, stuff like that.
I love Steen. He I'm not gonna lie, he gives fat guys a good name. I mean, I'm gonna call it like I see it. He's funny. I mean, and not just that, he is himself. And
Absolutely.
I mean, the thing is, he's it's like when people go, well, they don't really like Steen for this. And I'm like, look, the guy knows how to get heat.
He does.
He does, and his work in Ring of Honor stands on his own. I mean, really, he could just about walk in and just do what he wants. I mean, I like him that much, and I think his time will come. Because quite honestly, he just started there, so it's almost like he will get pushed or he will get used properly. I just right now it's like everybody got injured.
Absolutely.
I mean, I love the series with him and Cesaro because I just felt there was so much more they could have done, and then he gets hurt, and I'm like, dadgummit, man. I love Cesaro. That's the other guy I like. So I'm kind of like that. I am a WWE fan, but the thing is, I do respect everyone's talents. I'm not just going to crap on everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, now, Daniel Bryan, I like you. Grateful, I get it. It's just, my God, man. the Yes movement was awesome, but it was like he wins the belt. I was happy for him, and then it was like, you got injured again, and again, and again, and it was like, oh, it's like, and I know his work, so it's like I know the guy could have carried it, but it's just heartbreaking because it's that what if moment.
Yeah, I mean, he had a great career, man. He just caught the bad breaks. I mean, that's...
And there are guys like that.
Yeah.
I mean, heck, what was it, Luger with his injuries? Yeah. I mean, I remember Sting when he ruptured Achilles, just going to the cage.
And Edge.
That was heartbreaking.
Yeah.
But the thing was, you think of all those spots Edge took, and you kind of go, yeah, I can see why your neck's messed up. I'm like, dang it, though. But the only thing I tell people is, like, I was there, though. His last match, I was there. WrestleMania, I was there. About dang time, too. So it's funny. People go, well, you don't really remember anything about... I was like, I do. Edge's last match.
Yeah.
I'm like, that and Stone Cold about run over Jack Swagger, but, God, that was so funny. That, I still think... When I think of it, because where we were sitting, you already saw it. He's doing the push-ups, and it's like, all of a sudden you see the glass break, and I'm going... I could already see his face. I already could see his face. So that and Michael Cole being behind the glass. And
God. Yeah. Let's not get started on Michael Cole.
Oh, yeah. Trust me. I think I miss Joey Styles.
I do too, man.
Oh, if anyone, everyone's like, well, if you could have one commentator back, who would you? I said, Joey Styles. I go, he's not even. I was like, yeah, he is. Check his ECW work. Yeah. That man was phenomenal calling wrestling.
Yeah, I have a friend of mine that absolutely despises Joey Styles for some reason, but I'm like, ECW would not have been ECW without Joey Styles.
Exactly. I mean, Paul Heyman, whatever you want to say about him, knew what he did when he got Joey Styles involved.
Absolutely.
I mean, it really was the key because you got to have a sound, and he just had it. And if it was commercial, whatever, but the thing was, he was himself. I mean, he was just as live as some of the wrestlers were. I mean, if you listen to some of the ECW, some of the matches, man, he was calling out some wrestlers.
The greatest one-man commentating team ever.
Exactly.
Just unbelievable work, man.
And sometimes it's like, I get WWE has their formula, but sometimes you just, if it was me, I just go, do you? I'll get someone that can interject. That's why I like Taz with him. Because Taz was able to just kind of adapt with his style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Taz was a man, too, man.
Oh, man, I love Taz. That was another guy.
Great guy, man.
Oh.
Great guy.
The ability, too.
Oh, man.
I mean, that was a stout little man, but, oh, my God, you just didn't want to get... He was Suplex City before Brock took
those
it.
suplexes were brutal, man.
Oh. I'll never forget him suplexing Bam Bam in through the floor.
Absolutely.
Just remember, don't be doing that to Chris Nims and y'all go through the floor. I mean, if you do, just make sure we got it on video. How about that?
Right.
So at least we could actually get some pub and the guy could go, well, my bar's famous. Sweet. Do it again, guys. Thank you, C-Double, for recording it. Live on YouTube.
That's right.
So this is being the first show. What is you want to be able to make an impact, want to make sure that this can go, but the thing is this, what is for you, what's your hope? I mean, how are you wanting it to be shown to the fans? I mean, are you basically making sure this will become, word of mouth, basically when these guys show up, you better show up.
Yeah, I mean, I want the fans to leave the show kind of like I left CCW Tournament of Death. I want those guys to leave and say, immediately get on the phone, like, guys, you've got to check out this next show. These guys are freaking insane. I want guys to leave the show and just rant and rave about it for months. I mean, that's our whole goal. I just want to be full metal, just, blood, just crazy. Just over the top, just don't give a crap, man. So that's the whole object of that.
Yeah. Well, no, that's good. I mean, I like when someone has a vision about it, and that's always going to be the key when working. What is it about? What drew you? We talked about who are the wrestlers. We just kind of named off a whole bunch, but still.
Yeah.
Who were the wrestlers that did this style? Who were the guys that inspired you, and what about them inspired you?
Sabu inspired me. Terry Funk inspired me. Those guys had probably one of the most brutal barbed wire matches I've ever seen in my life. If you've never seen it, you need to look it up. It's Sabu versus Terry Funk, barbed wire massacre. It's absolutely insane. And it was and I remember Paul Heyman after that match, he said that will never happen again. And for good reason. I mean, Sabu tore his bicep wide open and he taped it up and continued the match. So that kind of stuff like that, I'm like, all right, I can do it. Let's just get crazy.
Well, let's not rip your bicep out.
No, let's not do that. Yeah,
I mean, this is Georgia. You're going to have some guys throwing you duct tape, for God's sakes, and that ain't going to work. Some WD-40 and duct tape.
Other guys...
Spit on it, it'll be fine.
Other guys in CCW that I saw this past summer and before that was definitely Brain Damage a long time ago. Rest in peace to him, but he was absolutely crazy. He had that style which just didn't give a crap, but he was a good worker. And another guy that I've talked to actually and got to know, he is Nick Gage. If nobody's ever heard of him, you need to check him out because this guy, he actually, at Tournament of Death 9, he ripped I'm not sure what it is, but right up under the armpit, he ripped that main vein and actually died and was brought back to life in a light tube match against Thumbtack Jack. But, just those kind of guys, man, just that kind of style. That's what I'm definitely into. And those guys they're just my guys, man. I mean,
there ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Don't feel bad, man. You do it. You just being you, man. That's what I like about it. Don't, you're just being honest. That's what we, that's what we ask for, and that's why I want to make sure fans understand, when we're doing these shows, when we're talking, we're wanting to get your ideas, what your takes on it, and what you're passionate about. And if that's one of the things you're passionate about, there ain't nothing to apologize about. You just, being you.
Yeah.
So, and once again, we are on the Speaker app. You want to check us out. If you go on Speakler, the profile is C-double, and the All Wrestle Talk logo is on there up above it. So that's one way to find us. Also, another way, too, to go on our website, AWTN Nation or AWTNation.com. You're actually going to see the poster of your show coming up on the 26th. And, we're just trying to be out there for the indie scene. Way I see it is I've been in indie matches and stuff, and I go, man, the only thing they're missing is just somebody to talk about them. Because the people come to the shows regardless. But it's like if you can build something where you can bring people to get hype about it, oh, man, then you just got a formula for some success there. So it's like it's almost like this. You can only talk about WWE and all the other wrestling shows to a point. So like you're doing something different with the death matches. That's kind of what we were trying to do. So what is it about being able to, kind of share the shows, talk to people, kind of get a feel? What's the, how we talked about how it's amazed you, but what is it feeling like, knowing that the date's coming closer and the more talk we're doing, more talk about it? How's it making you feel about the show, man?
I'm nervous, man. I'm not going to lie. I'm nervous about stepping into the ring with a guy that I absolutely admired for years. I've watched Chris for years, even before I even built up the nerve to talk to him. I know it sounds crazy, but he was always just a guy I looked up to, and he's the first guy I went to when I said, hey, man, I've had experience in the backyard in small, death match tournaments, but I really want to do this and get into, venues, and I really want to be in front of a crowd, and I couldn't ask for a better guy to ask because he is probably one of the most helpful guys in the business. No lie.
Yeah, and y'all are going to go against Logan Creed, too.
Well, actually, we've changed it up.
Oh, yeah. All right, well, then, we'll see, the poster says so, but, tell me. I mean, dear Lord, it is the main events. I mean,
Actually, we started looking at it, and we figured we would have we need a tag team match on the card. We didn't have one.
I was about to ask about that.
We, it's going to be Maverick and Logan Creed versus Billy Jack and the return to Monroe of Vicious Vic Rose in a tag team street fight. And actually the Damian and Sean match is going to be the dog collar match now. So, yeah, we've changed it up.
Okay. And now, what was that? I'm trying to remember now because we had that. Now, Nigel and
Justin in an I Quit match.
Okay.
This is a match that I've been getting a lot of feedback on. A lot of people want to see this one. Their feud has been going on for a long time, and it's probably one of the greatest feuds in the indie circuit I have ever seen, to be honest.
I got to say this, Justin, contact me. We need to do some more promo. Yeah. We got to do a promo with you calling out Nigel. And Nigel, if you'd like to respond and retort, give me a holla. Yeah. I would like to have you also too. Yeah, because look, I'll hype it up. I ain't got a problem. You saw what I did with the other two.
Yeah, those promos will be magic, guys. So please cut.
God, yes. I mean, they could just be in the bathroom and just calling each other out.
Yeah.
I mean, dear God, I know Maverick's calling out Tommy Lee for God's sakes. So and I'm supposed to have him on again eventually too. So that'll be interesting too.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be a great promos, and I would love to see them. So if you can work that out, let's do
it. Hey, man, just set them over, man. You see where I'm at. I'm not that hard to find.
That's right.
I'm not a ninja for any set. I mean, dear God, I'm slowed down from my back injury, so I can't do my 450 like I used to. I only pull it out when I'm on the WWE 2K video game, but that's just me.
There you go.
So, and what's so funny is a lot of the ideas that, I know I come up with is just watching the old school wrestling. What you talked about watching WCW back in the day. Did you ever watch any of the Texas wrestling, the Memphis wrestling?
Absolutely.
Yeah. And if so, because back in the day, man, Texas, with the Von Erichs, those crazy guys would bust each other up no matter what. It was almost like a prerequisite. If you were Bruiser Brody, Abdul the Butcher, you already knew you were bleeding.
Absolutely.
Oh man, those were the matches back then. I mean, I'll never forget. I think. What was it? I remember Abdul the Butcher wrestled Cactus Jack and the Omni. And my sister and her cousin with my dad and the uncle, and they tell this story because it's so funny. Abdullah was in the crowd and they threw Cactus Jack in the stands, and he looked at her, he's like, "Rah!" Blood, everything. She screamed. She said she had nightmares for a week. I was like, I'm like, Terry Funk approved.
Yeah, Mick Foley, crazy dude.
Oh my God.
Abdul the Butcher, even crazier.
And it's so funny? If he had to talk, oh man, it would have been horrible. Because he's like, "How are you doing? I want to say thank you for everything." I heard him talk and I was like, thank God for Gary Hart. Now, if anyone deserves a picture and called needs mouthpiece, I now understood because I was like, oh, because he was vicious.
He was, man.
But talking to him, you thought, "Hey, how are you doing, man? I would like to say thank you for letting me wrestle." I'm like, it don't match.
Nope.
Doesn't match. Terry Funk, you mentioned him. What was it? Is it just the fact he was old, he was just crazy, and he was going full throttle? What is it about Terry Funk that just made you just enjoy watching him?
I had watched him for years, and then Beyond the Mat came out, and it was a great documentary.
Oh,
if you've never seen it, you need to see it. And it was just him on that documentary, man. I was like, 50-something years old. He's doing backflips off a ladder, and it's like, how do you keep going? But you do, and it showed him, getting up in the mornings, and his wife had to help him out of bed, and it was just like, you know what, though? You earned this, because everything you did was just over the top, and it was awesome, man. And his promos from back in the day, if nobody's ever seen them, oh, my God. Promos,
you go to school with that.
Yeah, his promos on, Jerry Lawler and everybody, I mean, that'll give you nightmares because he was downright scary. And
he was one of those that, at first you look, and then you hear him talk, he's like, "Oh, okay, I'm listening."
Yeah, you're gonna listen.
Yeah, you will. You're gonna learn today.
or he's gonna take you out. So,
and he will. Oh my God. watching watching, matches with him and Tommy Dreamer, I'll never forget. Just the style, and I mean, it's like so many wrestlers. I mean, a lot of people just have mixed reviews about that genre, but the thing is, it's a way to bring in fans. And I mean, look, full card of death matches, great. Could you do it every week on the week? Probably not, but you could definitely build it up.
Yeah,
I mean, that's what I like, is that if done right, build it up, build that hate up, and then translate it. It's just phenomenal.
Yeah,
and that's what I like about what you're doing, is that you guys, honestly, the best thing about this is the guys that's in that show is hyping it. It wasn't just you, because I'm gonna tell you, I was looking for stuff for you. I was able to find it on Hoss's. I was able to find Cody's. I was able to find on Justin's. I was able to find Legends. I was able to find it. Guys that were booked for the show were able to already do that, and that is awesome in itself. Because I know there are shows where guys are like, man, just share the page, and it's almost like, yeah, right.
Yeah,
I share the page, I'm gonna look dumb. I'm gonna be on Trash Bag Wrestling.
Yeah,
I ain't doing that.
No.
Oh my God.
I mean, I absolutely appreciate every guy on the card that's doing their work. They don't have to do it, but they do. They do it for every show they're on. So I respect that, man, and it means a lot. It means the world if they don't know that. So that's definitely a big plus.
Hey, man, networking. That's how people are gonna know about you. I mean, that's what I like. I mean, and that's like I said, when I heard about it, I was like, man, I'm jumping in. Just tell me what you need me to do. I'll do it. All Wrestle Talk will actually be there at the Fusion Bar. We're gonna work it out what exactly we're all gonna do, but I know for sure we're gonna do a indie showcase, like a pre-show.
Yeah.
And basically we're just gonna get fans hyped up. May have a few wrestlers on, just kind of have y'all there at the location to discuss. But go ahead, let's go over the card. I know we've kind of done that, but already. But let's go ahead, exactly the matches and stuff. Who's going to be on the card?
Okay, no particular order. We're still kind of working it out.
Yeah.
But first match we know for sure is Cody versus Hoss versus Skrilla in a 3-way Full Metal Mayhem match. We got Shawn Nelson versus Damian Silva. Sorry.
I know, we always say that. The man's got more names than anyone else. I'm still going to call him Mr. Bennett. Yeah, I don't care.
They're in a dog collar match. Maverick, Vicious Vic Rose versus Logan Creed. And Logan Creed. Yeah. Logan Creed and Maverick versus Billy Jack and Vicious Vic Rose. And in a tag team street fight. So it'll be like tornado tag format. Everybody just go crazy.
Don't put me near Vic. Yeah. I mean, I'm afraid that he's going to try to take out my equipment, man. I paid too much for this stuff, man. Hey, look, if you're going to replace it, then maybe. But still, I don't want to do that, man.
Yeah, we'll keep him away from you. We have Twisted versus Big Andy in a tables match. That should be good. I'm looking for a power bomb off the top rope, somebody. So whoever wants to do that. And we got me versus Chris in a barbed wire death match. We're actually going to do barbed wire boards, and we're going to wrap 2 sides of the ring with barbed wire. So expect a lot of blood in that one for sure. And then we have Nigel versus Justin in an I Quit match, which should be phenomenal, man.
Oh, yeah.
That should be incredible.
Like I said, with those two, oh yeah. Like I said, I mean, they really need to put some promos behind, man. It really will work. I mean, oh my God.
I think it would build it up for sure.
Oh yeah. So. I mean, and then all right. So we got Vic, we got Big Billy Jack, gonna team up, and they're gonna go against Creed and Maverick.
Yep. Everyone's
gonna be looking up in that one because I'm sorry, man. Maverick and Creed, I'm like, my neck hurts. So that'll be good. I'm looking forward to that dog collar match. It's been a long time since I've seen one of those. I mean, it's basically a bull rope, but you're just dog collar.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely looking forward to that match.
You got to have it long enough though, so Damian can fly. Because that, I mean, I'm gonna tell you, he can. That boy, him and Dax Anthony, they were all over the place. I'm like, dear God. Oh man. So, we got that lined up. What, besides the fact, obviously, it's going to be hardcore matches and everything. But what is it that the fans can look forward to about this? And is it going to be it's like this. It's going to be your first show, but have you already kind of like made plans to try to find another venue and to do a second? Because
we've actually talked to the Eatonton schools, the gyms, the recreation gyms and stuff. We're heading there for sure. We're starting to get all that planned out, and we're definitely going to head to Union Point. So those are the next 2 shows.
Okay.
Had work on that one.
Honestly, that might work out better, though.
Yeah. I think a lot of people, starting at 9 o'clock, man, a lot of people have time to get off work, go home, get refreshed, come on up to Fusions, grab you a cold one, and get ready to get rowdy, man. I think a lot of people are looking forward to it because we're getting away from the kid genre of wrestling, and there's not a problem with that. Absolutely not. I mean, our shows in Eatonton and Union Point and stuff, those kids will be allowed there, but for this one, I think a lot of people are looking forward to the uncensored show.
Yeah.
That's something you don't see a lot, and I think everybody will be excited about it, man.
Well, but it's like this. You got to know the market. And like you said, it's a show for adults. It's shows for guys that are like, yo, we're going to get to see some hardcore stuff. We don't have to worry about kids, being offended, Because the one thing I can't stand, God love you, but some of these fans get so mad when a heel wins, and it's like, guys, I've seen wrestling where they were cussing and almost hitting people.
Yeah.
And you still whining? You lucky you ain't get kicked.
Yeah.
I mean, it just boggles the mind because, you're just trying to go, yo, this is the wrestling business. 70% of the time, heels are supposed to win to kind of keep people coming back.
Absolutely.
And it's like they want fantasy booking. It's like, no.
No. Fantasy booking definitely doesn't work.
Yeah. If you got the wallet, go for it.
Yeah, if you got the wallet, man, go ahead. Actually, just a big surprise to everybody. I've actually been in talks with Masada, and I made contacts when I was up there for CCW Tournament of Death because it takes place in the owner's mother's backyard, which is awesome to me because we actually talked to her.
It's awesome, really.
We actually talked to her like for a couple of hours, and she was probably the coolest mom ever. Besides my mom, I'm sorry, Mom. Yeah, I love you though. But
I'm so proud of you, son. Now go cut him with the baseball. Beat him with the baseball. Here's my saw blade.
Yeah, I mean, it was in her backyard, and I actually got to talk to the owner, which is DJ Hyde, and that's a shout out to you, DJ. But thank you for hooking me up and getting in talks with your guys. I have talked to Masada. He is supposed to appear on one of our shows soon, so we're going to get that worked out, but I've got to find somebody that's brave enough to take the skewers to the head. So I'm looking for that. Hopefully Iceberg, maybe. So we're going to find out, though.
Justin, or Hoss, that doesn't mean you and Cody. Don't do that. Boys.
Absolutely not. No.
I mean, y'all lost a few screws up there, but still, no.
Yeah.
Although we could, call Strick. I mean, that'd be another guy that you probably, Strick is kind of out there too.
Yeah.
Deathmatch, I can see him in there. I was surprised he wasn't on the card. I really was.
Yeah.
I mean, not in a bad way. I was just like, I'm like, dude, he's got to be on this show eventually.
Yeah, I mean, we're definitely looking at other guys. We're gonna kind of get a core of guys that will regularly appear for us, but outside of that, we're gonna bring more guys, and eventually get some, some star power in there for sure.
I gotta go here, man. One of the guys you got, and I gotta give him credit, Cody. Mm-hmm. I like calling him the recruiter. This guy, man, he can talk anybody into coming anywhere. It really, I mean, I'm like, dude, you better tell some secrets or something. But he just goes up to people, go, you want to wrestle? Come here, and they show up. And I'm like, other guys got to go. Yo, man. Would you like to come? Yeah. Okay. No, you don't have to. I mean, if you don't want to, I'm like, what the hell? And that's the owner. We can't pay or nothing, but you can wrestle in our ring. I'm like, oh God. No. Remind me to beat you upside the head with a ball bat. I'm like, Jesus, you're hurting your own show without even trying.
Absolutely.
So the show's going to be at 9 o'clock.
Yep.
21 to drink, 18 to enter. And I'm going to tell you, I love the atmosphere. I'm looking very forward to it. There's another place that I would like to talk to you about because Loganville has a bar. It's actually a double setup. It has an upstairs, downstairs. That also might be another area too.
Okay.
But yeah, I got to remember the name of the place. But it's almost like I know the location. It's just it's kind of
Atmosphere. Is it Atmosphere?
I think it's Atmosphere.
Right,
oh
yeah.
my God!
Yeah.
I mean, because what was it? Southern Fried actually did a show there, and I loved the atmosphere. I just loved how it looked. It was like, oh, I'm down. I said, because if you done it right, you could have had it like wrestlers coming from different areas, except the bathroom,
Yeah.
and it would have been really cool. That's just me. And I just, I always like to think outside the box. I mean, but it really was a cool spot. And I almost want to say hardcore matches should be at bars.
Yeah.
Should be drinking. I mean, because it almost, I don't know. I just feel like it does go well together. And I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but I mean, obviously you have to kind of like taper people so they don't hurt each other. But, but I think done right, it's the perfect location to do that.
Yeah, man. Drinking and blood goes hand in hand. I mean,
this is the South, people.
Yeah,
if you
this is
start
the
getting
South.
mad at us, I mean, come on.
Yeah.
It's wrestling and you're drinking. You're really going to tell me you got a problem with it when you can go to the big shows and you drink there?
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Just look at all those old ECW matches, man. I mean, everybody is like just liquored up and going insane. Especially,
Are the fans encouraged to bring their own weapons, by the way,
um,
to like hand out to the wrestlers?
Actually, I'd have to check with Mike at Fusions about that, just in case like anything goes crazy. But
well, I'll tell you what. I actually have a computer laptop that we can use too. If need be.
Okay, we might need to use that. So
Yeah.
watch out, Chris. I'm gonna hit you over the head with it.
Barbed wire laptop. That would be hilarious.
Yes.
Like, boom, we went future rays. Wham! Don't worry, it's busted up. It
Yeah,
ain't working
it's
anyway. So
fine.
it's like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna donate it the proper way. I'm gonna give it to a wrestler. I mean, seriously, what was so funny? What was it? I had to replace the keyboard, and this another Hall story. He comes up to me, and goes, "What are you gonna do with that keyboard?" I said, "Well, either throw it away or." He goes, "Don't throw it away." I said, "You want to play with it, don't you?" He's like, "Can I use it as a weapon?" I'm like, "Yeah." I mean, literally, it's like I love guys that always think about stuff like that because it's like, you know what? That just shows that they are, willing to do whatever for the business and have fun with it. Last I checked, this is a thing you want to have fun with.
Yeah, I mean, donations greatly accepted, fans. So bring anything crazy.
Hold on, and please do not undo the stop signs.
Yeah.
In the area
no
to
stealing of
bring,
signs.
yeah. If you got one in the back of your hoard house, bring it. But if you gonna go and I see you doing this number to a stop sign, we in trouble. Don't do that.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to wind up in jail over this.
Be driving. I can't find the sign. Oh, that's where it is. Wham.
And don't take Fusion sign down because they just put it up, guys.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. Please don't. Just have some respect there.
Yeah, and they had to like really fight hard to get that up. Actually, the city was like being tough on them about it or something, but you need to advertise to get guys in there.
Yeah,
so.
and not only that, to find a place.
Yeah. It's if you do have trouble finding the place, my number is on the Southern Violence and Wrestling page, so hit me up anytime. It does sit behind the Deer Acres Inn, I believe it's called. So it's back there in that parking lot.
Real quick, I wanted to ask on that. The venues. Where all have you wrestled? Like what companies and everything? And what's your favorite? If you had like a dream place to wrestle in, what's your favorites?
I've actually I didn't even really wrestle. I was in just a spot at Chris Nelm's Pro Wrestling Georgia show in Eatonton back in August. I actually had somebody attack me out of the crowd for that. It was like my first spot. Took a few chair shots to the back. Everybody was like, "That was brutal, man," but it's gonna get a lot more brutal in 26, I promise. But as far as dream venues go, man, I mean, if I ever were to make it anywhere, I definitely would want to wrestle in Madison Square Garden. No doubt about it. Or really and truly, my number one true dream venue is the old ECW arena, man.
I was about to say, because I love Madison Square Garden. That's my favorite. But the Hammerstein Ballroom is number 2.
Oh, my God.
That's, and that is the original, if y'all don't know. Just the name alone. The Hammerstein Ballroom. I'll never forget. It's like this. I love the ECW crowd back in the day and everything. But when WWE tried to do ECW and they were at the Hammerstein Ball, oh, my God, that place. It's electric. And it's almost like it's not even whatever. Like, you can have whatever brand, but it's going to turn into ECW by the end of the night.
Yeah, that's another reason. We're looking at going to Pittsburgh. We're looking at going to just a one-time show in Philly or something like that because we know that the fans would eat it up. Man, they've been missing that product for years, and they see something like that coming there, they're gonna freak.
And not only that, it's almost like this: if done right. What people don't understand is they say, oh, well, ECW was a failure. No, it wasn't. ECW brought a lot of great talent, and not only that, if it was run right, as in, because people think, oh, you're just hating Paul. No, Paul Heyman did it great. If he had legit sponsors that was stuck by him, like WCW did, I'm sorry, ECW would be number 1. Because they had the talent.
They would.
And the fan base was, I think, a lot more loyal to them than anyone else.
Yeah, man. You've got guys that are remembered outside of the wrestlers in ECW. You got guys that remembered that were in the crowd.
Yeah.
They were staples of the ECW crowd, and they were at every single show, especially the hat guy.
The hat guy. Steal my heart.
Yeah, man.
I'll never forget. What was so funny, I heard an interview with John Cena, and John even said, he's like, man, he says, that ECW crowd, I loved it. I just loved them spitting on me, flicking me off. He goes, I wanted to just stay there. He said, I loved it that much. They could have killed me. I would have been happy. And they actually had to sneak him out, but he says that was the most exciting, the most unbelievable moment in his life to actually can generate that much hate. And I'm like, you know what? That's true because that's any wrestler,
Yeah, I remember that night. They actually had a sign hanging over the balcony. If John Cena wins, we will riot, and they were for real.
Oh yeah,
it wasn't just another group of fans. Oh, we're gonna do this, but they really would have.
Oh yeah, that crowd would have. Yeah. But anyone else, you kind of just laugh. You go, nice try. We're gonna riot. I did not like how the match ended.
Yeah,
please. It's almost like this. Y'all need to really look up the word riot. But because the ECW crowd would have killed. Really what they were saying was you would have seen John Cena's head on a stick and marched out.
Yeah.
And I have to admit this. His dad said, why not let him win? Just to have that reaction and to see. He goes, I'm not trying to wish killings on my own child. He said, but you got to think, could you imagine that reaction? The all-out balls it took to just let it happen. But honestly, as I said, it was done right because of Edge. And what was funny, he was the second booed one. They were ready to kill him. Yeah, him and Mick Foley teaming up. It was like, how dare you taking one of our guys? And at the end of the night, they're saying, thank you, Edge.
Yeah, that was a wonderful twist.
Oh, and the motorcycle helmet.
Yeah.
Oh, when he opened that up, I was like, thank you. And what was so funny, people go, but you're a John Cena fan. I was like, but y'all forget, I'm an Edge fan too.
Yeah.
That when they were going at it, I think one of their best rivalries was that one. I was like, man, I got to stay in the middle. I feel like a kid going for custody. I'm like, okay, I'm your fan. I just go. I'll enjoy it. I'll eat it up. And then when he slapped his dad, I was like, awesome. Yep. Slap my daddy, Edge. Well, he also had Lita, but oh my God.
Yeah.
That was another story for another day. It was making me like, I feel like I'm in kindergarten again. Awesome. So, now, strangely, I'm going to say this. No women matches in this go-round. And I'm going to tell you, one that could go.
We're actually working on the women matches right now for future shows outside of the bar. atmosphere.
Kathy Owens, contact him.
So,
dude, seriously,
yeah,
she is hardcore. You put her in Pandora.
Yeah. I mean, we're working on women's matches definitely for the next couple shows. We might have one or two on the card. So we're trying to get in touch with Vita Scott at a CCW and WSU actually up there, which is the women's division. But talking to her, trying to get Amber Gallows on there too. So we're working on it, man. We're gonna get some women. Don't worry, we got love for you guys. But right now, as far as this first show, we just definitely want to just full out, just crazy blood, hardcore, you know. So
well, I'm gonna tell you. I'm giving you a little suggestion. I'm going to give you a little help. There's this chick. Her name is either the Butcher or the Kitty, but either way, Kathy Owens. She's like the highest view on my show. She was cussing. She was blunt, 100%. She made guys blush after that interview. I had one guy go, "You can't interview her. She was out too far, over the top." I go, "Shut up! You ain't paying my bills."
Yeah, that's
so,
right, man.
So, this is my show. It wasn't your show. I don't see anything that says your name on it. I said I paid for this. But no, seriously, her work in the heart. I mean, she literally I saw a match with her and Heather Owens. They will bust each other up, bleed everywhere, and I'm going, okay. I'm remembering this one because if I ever get across, so I'm just letting you know that's a name. I don't know what I don't know how it would need to be done, but that's one that I think if you booked, you would be like, you want to be in the main event?
Yeah,
you're going to go against Vic, and I think Vic would actually look at you and go, she's too stiff. So sorry, Vic, but I'm just being honest. But yeah, dude, oh god, I'll never forget watching one of her matches. She was like busting this chick. She's like, I want to taste your blood. Bam! I'm like,
all right, there you go.
Okay, you kind of crazy, but I like it. It's kind of nice. And worst case scenario, if you can't find another woman to wrestle her, Justin's already volunteered to wrestle her in a hardcore match. So
Okay, yeah, well, we can make
Hoss,
that happen.
Yeah, let Hoss. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to call you by your government name.
Yeah,
I love saying that to people. Hey, Chris, don't call me by my government name. Oh, sorry, C-double. So, we're gonna wrap this up, but what is the goals? Because you just said it. You don't have to make tons of money, but what is the goal that you want to see accomplished at this show?
I definitely just want everybody to walk away from the show, like I said, just an amazement, and I want everybody to spread the word. But our goal from here is definitely to expand the brand and get bigger. We don't have to sell out 70,000 seat arenas or nothing like that because that's really hard to do. But I do want to see us in bigger, maybe 1,000 seat venues or something like that. And we're working on that. I actually had the pleasure of going to Ring of Honor when they came just recently, and something like that. It's just a little exhibit hall over there at the Gwinnett Arena, and it was sold out, man. It was packed out, and those fans are awesome.
Yes. I so love that crowd. Ring of Honor. Oh, it about made me want to tear up because those fans are crazy. I love them. It's you do you.
And that was the first time I got to see him wrestle live was Dalton Castle, and I love the guy. I think his gimmick is hilarious, and he is a great, great guy, man. Just really worked the crowd over, and I actually want to reach out to him sometime too. I think he would be good, just in a regular match. So
he's got to have his boys.
Yeah, absolutely, his boys. Yes, they are welcome to come for sure.
When I saw him, at first it's like when you first see someone wrestle and they have that kind of get up, you go, "This is very uncomfortable," and then you come from that realm to I'm kind of digging the dude, kind of dig. I like it. Yeah, those are your boys. Yeah, you kind of creepy. I like it, though.
Yeah.
And I'm watching. I'm going, yeah, I just said that. All right, cool. But, oh, my God. It's just awesome to see how he goes.
Yeah, him and Corey Hollis had an excellent match, man. And Corey Hollis is another one of those guys that I really respect and look up to. He's a great guy, too. So
Corey had a really good match with AJ Styles,
yeah,
too.
actually, I got to see it. It was awesome.
So, real quick before we go out, what's going to be the best way to contact you to for the bookings, or what's the best way for you? I know you're going to be trying to reach out to guys, but it does feel good to have people reach out to you.
Yeah,
too.
we've actually had, God, probably like 10 to 15 guys reach out to us already. So if you're looking for a booking, just hit us up on our Facebook page, which is Southern Violence and Wrestling, or you can contact me on my personal page. It's just Ryan Murdoch, M-U-R-D-O-C-H, not M-U-R-D-O-C. So, but yeah, you can just contact us that way. Send us a video or something. Let us see your work, and we'll try to get you in at any event, man. As long as we can, as long as it works for us. So, but we're definitely here to help. Out whoever. And just contact us, and we'll get you in there. So.
All right. And, I mean, look, I appreciate your time, man. I know, it takes time. And, look, the more that we can do, the better it is to get a good crowd. And, look, I'm all about trying to reach out for indie wrestling. So, please know, you got, if All Wrestle Talk can help in any way, we would like to, just because, we're trying to, be kind of like the standout, station where if people want to know about indie wrestling, we can tell them where to go.
Yeah, and I have another announcement about the show.
Mm-hmm.
There is going to be a big surprise on the show, so please be there. You don't want to miss it. It's going to happen at some point in the show.
and yes, I will wear a Speedo. No, I'm playing. Come back.
Awesome. Another awesome thing that we're going to do is, as C-Double mentioned here, we're going to do a pre-show there. Me and Chris will be on there talking about just about us and everything that goes along with it. And also, the fan that brings the most people with them, and we're going to have a count at that at the door, they will win a free CM Punk autographed picture. So that's up in the air for grabs. So bring all your friends out. The fan with the most friends will take that home with them.
Awesome, man. We'll definitely shit that out, and because that's really the best way to do it. We're gonna this link, I'm gonna make sure you have it. It's gonna be on your page. It'll be on All Wrestle Talks page, and basically what we're gonna do is just share it. And I like that idea. I think that's really awesome. Because that gets the fans to feel like they're doing something and they're contributing, not just to the weapons aspect. Just please don't take the signs. All right,
yeah, don't take the signs, guys.
Don't take stop sign. Let's not take. I mean, look, if you have it, if you're a hoarder and you have it in your house and it's under like the crap, go ahead and bring it out. All right, I'm sorry if I offend any hoarders, but come on, it's not like you're gonna throw it away anyway. You're gonna get evicted out of your house anyway. But yeah, if you got it out there and you're gonna want to hit somebody with, bring it. That's all I'm saying. Have some fun with it.
Yeah, bring it. And
now they gift wrap it. That would even be better.
Yeah, you can gift wrap it.
Yeah, because remember when Tommy Dreamer had that, it was like a thing, and he ripped it open and it said stop.
Yeah, just gift wrap it, and I'll unwrap it, and I'll tear Chris up with it. So it's
Chris is like sitting back going, really, man? You just appreciate that, man. Appreciate that.
Yeah, Chris, this is for you, man. You're going down, dude. So just be ready.
Yeah.
I'm going to bring hell upon you. So I hope you're ready to bleed, man.
May have to shoot a promo before we leave.
I might have to, actually. I haven't shot one yet. I was going to, so we might have to do that.
We'll figure it out. We'll get it all set up for you, man. I'm here to help.
All right.
I'm here to help and stir the pot. That's all I do.
There we go.
But yeah, guys, women, if you guys want to be a part of the show, it's going to be at the Fusion Bar. Big time show. Once again, I'm going to actually read it off. Southern Violence and Wrestling, February 26th. That's a Friday. Bell time, 9 p.m. Fusion Bar, 806 North Broad Street, Monroe, Georgia, 30656 is the zip. It ain't your granddaddy's wrestling promotion. It's blood, sweat, and beers. You're going to see guys like Ryan Murdoch, Chris Nims. You're going to see Logan Creed, Billy Jack, Vicious Vic, Damian Silva, Nigel Sherrod, Justin Legend, Twisted, Big Andy, and many more. You're also going to, tickets are $10. It's 18 to come on in and 21 to drink. And like we always know, the card is subject to change. And please, if you're not going to make it to the show, don't tell people you you like busted a toenail or something, man, you gotta come on out. I mean, no call-ins, man, on this one.
Yeah, no call-ins. It's gonna be phenomenal. So.
Yeah, I mean, have fun. This is gonna be a good show. I can't wait. It's gonna be a fun venue. I'm looking forward to it. Man. I mean, this is kind of like I'm excited because it's something different.
Yeah,
and that's truly what you've been putting out there, bringing out. And the beautiful thing is, like you just said, it's not like you guys are hating on the type of promotions, because that's what builds wrestling. But let's be honest, for the ECW fans, for those hardcore guys, they miss that kind of wrestling. So I think that's going to be something that I can easily see people gravitating to, man.
Yeah, and I mean, I think it's going to be, like I said, just a great time, man. I mean, everybody that's been missing this for years, I see and I read all these wrestling forums and message boards and everything on the internet, and everybody is always constantly, man, I wish they would bring back something like this or this. And so that was my vision, man, and I got with Chris, and we made it happen. So that's the best thing we could have done.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with it, man. I appreciate you coming out, man. Really,
absolutely,
I do.
Man. I appreciate it too, man.
Well, any final thoughts you have before we close out?
Definitely looking forward to seeing our number one fan, man, Moondog. I hope you're out there, man. I hope you're listening. And I poked you back on Facebook the other night, and I never got one back, so not really sure what's going on, bro. But just hit me up when you can, man.
he probably got some lady came over to his house,
Dude,
maybe,
it is Valentine's weekend, so
he probably you know what, they need to do The Bachelor, and he needs to be The Bachelor.
Oh my God, that would be like $1 billion idea.
Oh my God, CMT.
Yes.
The Redneck Bachelor. I mean, come on now.
Redneck Bachelor.
Moondog looking for love.
Yeah, be on the lookout, because me and C-Double are about to start a TV show now.
Yeah, we're gonna the eligible women of Monroe.
Monroe, yeah.
Hey, you know what? We'll even branch it out farther. I mean, we can even have some Russian woman that's trying to get her, her USA license. So yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so that would be great. Moondog, if you're out there and you're listening, man, just hit me up, message me, and we're going to get this worked out. So,
your people call my people.
Yeah, your people call my people.
Oh, my God.
Tell your mom it's going to be okay. So.
I know Mama might want to, try to be on The Bachelorette, but I can't do that one.
That would be an interesting visit home, I think.
Golden Girls.
Absolutely. Oh, God.
I don't know if they're so golden, though. But anyway.
Oh, man.
Well, guys, look, this is Ryan, thank you so much for being on. Like I said, man, this is all about, promoting the show, having fun, and I cannot wait for Blood, Sweat, and Beers. Like I said, All Wrestle Talk will be there. We will be live at Fusion Bar. We'll actually get there. We're going to be there early to kind of, I know you'll guys be setting up, and I'll probably be there, have everything ready to kind of go live. We will figure out if it's going to be just strictly audio or just, we'll use Ustream. But either way, you all know how to find us. The links will be available. And Ryan, once again, thank you so much, man.
Thank you for having me on, man.
No problem. Well, guys, I am C-Double, and I appreciate y'all checking us out. And I am gone.